Yo, it's Reefar with Disclose. Pow!
Welcome back.
Yo, welcome back to the dark part of the internet. Now, before I start, you can call me crazy, you can call me a conspiracy theorist, tell me I need a tinfoil hat, but what I'm about to show you is not normal. The CEO of Pfizer, Albert Bourla, is on NBC News talking about how safe the vaccines are. So this is the guy in charge of it all. Well, the Pfizer product. The guy jabbing everybody. The guy who is only here for this interview trying to convince you to have the jab and trying to convince the American people how safe it is. Fair enough. But just watch this. Focus on his neck and please tell me I'm not going crazy. And if you stick around till the end, I've got a few more shenanigans to mix into the conspiracy.
Spoke to the CEO of Pfizer, Albert Bourla, about what message today's approval should send to those who have questioned the approval process. This is the fastest approval the FDA has conducted on a drug. You'll recall the speed was one of the things that worried some people who were cautious and hesitant. They thought this process was moving way too fast. What do you say to those folks now?
I think that for those people that they were a little bit reluctant because they wanted to see a full approval, now they have the full confirmation of one of the most respected agencies in the world, the FDA, that the product, the vaccine is effective and safe.
Talk, if you can, for a moment about the safety. What have you learned about serious side effects in this vaccine?
There are very rare. There are side effects, and some of them serious, but there are very, very rare.
And what can you tell us about the effectiveness of the drug? We know it was 95% against guarding against infection back in those initial trials, now down to 91%. Is this a one-way trip downward for this vaccine?
We realized through the real-world data that after several months, there is a need for a booster, because that will continue providing you the high level of efficacy that you observed immediately after the second dose.
As you know, we're seeing a lot of companies and institutions right now moving toward mandating that their employees or their students get the vaccine. Does Pfizer expect to require and mandate its employees become fully vaccinated?
We have asked our employees that they should be fully vaccinated or taking twice a week the test. But, we have approximately 90% of our people already vaccinated, fully vaccinated.
Do you anticipate or maybe stay up at night thinking about the possibility you're going to have to go back in the lab at some point and come up with something better?
Oh, yes. And we do that constantly. We are making right now a specialized vaccine for Delta. I'm almost certain that we will not need it, because booster shot of the current vaccine is very, very, very effective against Delta. But we cannot take that chance.
On vaccines for younger children, Mr. Bourla told me he expects the company's vaccine studies on children between 5 and 11 in age will be completed in September. Talk, if you can, for a moment about the safety. What have you learned about serious side effects in this vaccine?
There are very rare. There are side effects, and some of them serious, but there are very, very rare.
And what can you tell us about the effectiveness of the drug? We know it was 95% against guarding against infection back at, we're seeing a lot of companies and institutions right now moving toward anticipate or maybe stay up at night thinking about the possibility you're going to have to go back in the lab at some point and come up with something better.
But we cannot take that chance.
Jeebus Christ. It literally looks like he swallowed a whole rodent and it's trapped in his throat. Reminds me of a toad swallowing a rather large meal. An amphibian, a reptile, the dots kind of add up if you ask me. I can honestly say I've never seen anybody's throat or neck in my 37 years on this planet act in the manner that we've just witnessed. But if we turn the clock back to the Grimreefar's Vault of Horror episode 6, I did show a similar video and I'm just going to quickly do a re-roll of that clip. Reptilian news reporter. Sophie Tabolt, a French news reporter and head of antenna at TVA. Is she a reptilian? In 2017, Eric Eimpel noticed a strange shape-shifting behaviour coming from the neck of France's main news reporter. Also, she's the head of the TV station. They do say that the elites control the media. What do you think?
Sophie Thibault. Cette photo-là, elle faisait le lancement de son livre, peu importe. Regardez à la gorge. Et voilà. Regardez bien à la gorge.
En 75 secondes, un tour du monde. D'abord en Nouvelle-Écosse.
Hi! Recule ça.
En 75 secondes, un tour du monde. D'abord en Nouvelle-Écosse.
Hé!
En 75 secondes, un tour du monde. D'abord en Nouvelle-Écosse.
Hey! Ça donne-tu l'impression d'une bébite vivante dans la gorge?
So two important people, two powerful people in charge. Sophie runs the news in France and is in control of what gets aired and what doesn't to the French population, and Albert, who is in charge of a multi-billion-dollar pharmaceutical industry. See the connection here? They both seem to have a very disturbing, abnormal feature about their physical appearance. I don't need to say it, we're all thinking the same thing, I think, but what does it mean?
It means buckle your seatbelt, Dorothy, because Kansas is going bye-bye.
A very touchy subject on a very unforgiving platform, so I'm going to leave it here for today. Hit me up with your most crazy thoughts down below. The thing is, are we really crazy? I'll catch you soon.